Hello everybody and welcome to this awesome mini project that I'm trying to do. Now what we're trying to make here is a foldable solar panel that can charge your phone. Now these things can be kind of costly, around £40, but for less than £20 you can get something that can produce 6 volts and 1 watt of power, which is a lot really, and enough to power your phone. Now what you need is solar panels right here. These are the size of the solar panels, so 110 millimeters by 60, and as you can see here, these are the solar panels. I've ordered 5. And over here is what we have, a USB port. This is specially made for solar panels, so that's really useful, since there's also one more useful bit, is an LED over here. So instead of like trying to charge your phone and seeing if the solar panels work, the LEDs will blink or will turn on red, and then you'll know if the solar panels are charging or not. So that's also one really useful thing. So these are specially made for solar panels. So yeah, you can use these. It's a very useful thing, and yeah, you can. And the thing with this, instead of connecting just a wire to these solar panels at the end, you can connect a port, and you can put any sort of cable for USB-C, iPhone or Android. Now there's a problem when you buy this. It comes with a case, obviously, to protect that, but there are problems with it. You see, when you put the case, there's no holes, so when you solder the wire over here, how will the wire enter the case? So you need to make a couple holes using your soldering iron there. And obviously you need some wires. And to make sure it folds properly, you need some sort of like silicone layer. See, this one's very, very thin. Oops. It's like very thin, and it can fold very easily. And the last thing that you need is some sort of plastic sheet. I found this in a flower box, so I decided to use it. It's in like a bouquet of flowers. So yeah, that's all you need. So let's start up with what you need to do. Now, because you're making it foldable, you need to make sure there's a good amount of space between these two solar panels. I would recommend 2 centimeters. So I'm gonna just measure that out. That's 1.5. So I'll just make that 2. And there, perfect. And make sure they're obviously aligned and not tilting. Now I just made these silicone mats just a bit wet so that it sticks, so when you're soldering it you don't have to like hold this down. It's actually very hard to move this right now since it's a bit wet, so more friction, so you don't have to worry about holding it really tight and breaking it. So if you have a silicone mat, then wet it, damp it a little bit. So our negative is here and our positive is here. All you need to do is just connect that wire there and that wire there. And then you do the same for that, negative there, then there, then there. And then the positive here will go all the way at the end, where this guy will be waiting underneath the solar panel. And that red wire, because it's positive, will go all the way there into the positive of that PCB. It's positive written right there. So that's an easy plan. I'll show you an example once I just finish. So after 5 minutes, I have managed to do it. It wasn't that easy at first, but it will become easy after doing these since we just get better at it. But what is good about this is that look at these. These are perfectly round. And that's the best type of soldering you want. If you got a really rough one, it's easy to break. Look. Likewise, this one too is almost round. Perfect. And if it's not round, just add a little bit of solder and heat it up again until it becomes a round shape. And that's what you do until you get to all of those. Just nice and easy. It's very smooth and satisfying to look at. I like solar panels. Oh, by the way, these pads here, they don't mean anything, so don't worry. I got a bit confused why they were there, but a little look at the internet, they don't mean much. It's just these which you need to connect. So yeah. After about half an hour, I have managed to complete it. See? Negative to positive, negative to positive, negative to positive, and so on and so on. So, we got the big wire that connects the end of this series circuit all the way to this right here. Now, a newbie mistake, which I thought might happen, was you connect it straight like that. And then, what will you do about this? Because it's already soldered there. It can be done, it can be unsoldered, but what you have to do is, I need to position it. Basically, I can't do it because I have one hand using the camera, but let me try. What you have to do is just put the thing inside the hole, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Now, as you can see, with some extra light to help, we put the hole through the right one, so when you flip the circuit board over, which is meant to be, because there's a circle right there, which is meant to accompany this LED, when you flip it over, the plus sign is there and the negative sign is there, so this wire is in the correct place. Or, yep, it is in the correct place. No problem about that, I think. Yeah, got that right. Okay. So just solder it very carefully, since this is a delicate thing. But don't close the box yet. Okay, so we have some positive results. Sorry, that's the wind outside. I had to melt some plastics. I need fresh air. So we got some positive results. And it's not charging the phone right now. It doesn't show it on my phone, but like we said, that red LED came in handy. So as you can see, this is our sunlight. It's used to make sunbeams for our pineapple plant, because we have very little space in our house to put this plant because it's a bit big. So instead we bought this, and it's basically not sunlight, but it gives a spectrum of the light that the plant likes. Now, as you can see, that LED is shining, showing that we have created electricity from the light. Now, if I pull the light out, you can slowly see there. As soon as this light goes away, it stops turning red. And I bring it back, as you can see it's flickering, and it's on full mode. Well, it's on the brightest it can possibly go. So at least we know it works and it is creating electricity, but unfortunately it's not enough to charge this phone right now. But we still have half an hour before I can go wherever I need to. So we're going to get the glue gun ready, and we're going to start glue gunning everything that we need to. Now there's another thing I'll just take that away and turn it off. Now there's another thing. So this wire is connected to my phone. There's another thing. If you guys want, you can actually attach Velcro to the end of this, or underneath the layer of black silicone, and Velcro over here. So because when you fold it up, you don't want it to unfold again. So the best way to do that is to put some Velcro. Now because these solar panels are very weak and brittle, we are going to get some card, thick card, and we're going to strengthen it by putting a bit underneath. Just a small piece, this size, 11 centimeters by 60. I'll remember that. I'm going to put it underneath, make sure everything is aligned and perfectly assorted, like the wires, when we flip it. And yeah, that's it then. So just like that, all I did was just cut out some green board types of thing. It's nice and decent. It's just card. So it adds something. So fortunately, if you guys want to tell people how you did it and want to show how you did it and show them all the electronics, you won't be able to do that. But if you don't want to put this, it's fine. It's not that useful, but it also does clean it, which is, I guess, more important than showing it. But really, it's honestly up to you, really. So yeah, that's all you need to do, and pretty accurate, I'd say. So that's what you need to do for the 4. Fifth one, however, you will need to cut around this box here. That's it, yeah. That's literally all you have to do. And then you put that on, which will be tomorrow. Well, for you, literally next thing. So I have put the black stuff, so the silicone, on the back of it. So basically now it can fold like this and like that. Well, not like that, you have to fold it outwards because there's not going to be enough space if you keep on folding it like that. Now if you do fold it, it will become like, let me just show you. Oops. Basically, you fold it like that, then we fold it like that. Oops. So it goes like that, becomes like that, and it's the same for that as well. Fold it like that, and then you fold it like, nope, like that. Did it wrong. You meant to start off with this side, to fold it like that, then like that, then you flip it around, and like that, and then like that, and voila, you have got yourself, let me just turn the light on, solar panels which can fold and can charge. I'll show you that later. I tried to do it today, but the sun here in the UK, well, it comes down at 4 and I arrive at school at like 4:10, so it gets dark. So I was able to do it, but by the time I came upstairs, the sun was half blocked by the house. So yeah, a bit too late. But you see, this is very thin, this material here. It can work, even though I did something wrong here. It can fold, and now, once you do finish it, you can unfold it like that when you want to use it. And then you can also add the plastic strips, which is over here, plastic stuff. not on top of it, but over here. Or if you want, you can just put the black strips. What I was thinking to do was just cover it with plastic, but then again, it just wasn't an ideal thing to use, as well, you know, if you cover up these solar panels with plastic, they're not going to be as powerful. And yeah, I searched it up on the internet and it doesn't really work that well. So to make this waterproof-ish, you can put another layer of black stuff in the middle, measure that out. I messed up this thing over here. It still works though, and you can just, yeah, make it waterproof-ish. Since if you put water here, nothing's going to happen. And you must be wondering what sort of glue I put. Now, if you see very closely, there's grooves and bumps instead of something which has nothing or no grooves. So that type of noise tells us there's grooves in it, and I can also feel it. You can also see the bumps. So you could use the glue gun, which is on right now, or you could use it's basically for the shoe, for rubber. It's a rubber glue, and this is rubber, more like silicone, and it can fit if you add both of these together. So if you put a line there and then a line of glue gun, those two work really well because the rubber can like bond with the gaps and bumps, whilst the glue gun is also very sticky. So there's a last thing I wanted to do for like tomorrow, since today is a bit late now. But do you see when you fold it up, wrong way, when you fold it up, what happens is that this usually unfolds outwards and it moves quite a bit. So I thought at the bottom of this solar panel you can actually put some, I forgot the name, that's not good. Wait, let me just search the name. Remembered it. It is the Velcros, yeah. You can put some Velcros, straps, around this, so the hard one can come over here, two over here, and then you can have like straps of the soft one, which come all the way around to secure these solar panels in place. So that means you have a secure solar panel that is folded up nice and neatly, can fit anywhere. And if you want, those two straps can go onto the handbag, and it can just, not handbag, but like, you get what I mean, like backpack, and it can go all the way at the back, hanging on the back, like that. You can just hang on it, and basically, you're walking around with your backpack, and you can also charge your phone using the straps, because it'll be stuck over here, and then you can do a knot with the Velcros. So that's another thing you can do, just to make sure when you fold these up, yeah, you can just make sure it's secure. So I'll do the finishing touches, Velcros, and put these on top. Just make sure you measure these, and you measure the amount of Velcro you need. Otherwise that won't be good if you did not measure it correctly. Okay, so I put some Velcros on. I'll show it to you at the end of the day, or end of the video. But it's time to test if this thing works. Now, the reason I know it already works is there's the red light is on. That's a good sign. And the sun, it's very bright. I don't the sun's bright and we've got a phone, and we're just going to see if it works. Now we're just going to put this in one-handedly. It's very hard. There. You heard the noise and it's charging. And just to prove it, this wire here is only connected to, that's it, yeah. It's proof that I'm not connecting anything. You've heard the sound. If you want to see it one more time, it's green and you've got the charging cable on it. The lightning sign. So these guys, after a bit of calculations, these guys can do 0.8 amps and 6 volts. Depends if you're doing a series circuit or a parallel circuit. I did a series circuit, and if you're doing a series circuit, the amps will add up. If you're doing a parallel circuit, then the voltages will add up, and I don't need the voltages to add up because it's only 6 volts and I don't want it to become 30 volts. So yeah, it works and it's charging. And the good thing about this is that you can put it for any phone. Thank you for watching. Actually no, I just need to show you the Velcro because I didn't show you. So these Velcros, it starts over here, from here, it goes all the way around like that, and it's for 2 sides. See how this is really useful? Firstly, if you shake it, nothing happens. If there was no Velcro, the solar panels right at the end, they would start moving a lot, and they would move quite a lot from the sides. So the Velcro, if you want it to keep it like this, make sure that it stays in place. Yeah, that's literally it. Share this video, I guess. Yeah, like it if you like it. Just subscribe as well. Bye.